Chinese translation for over 100 Pokemon characters in the Hong Kong versions of Sun and Moon. I mean, if the majority of the population speaks Mandarin Chinese, and that's the then that's the translation you're going to use. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
But they're protesting. How dare they? We don't speak Mandarin Chinese.
Neither do I. I'm with them.
Yeah, me too. I was like, Pikachu is hard enough for me to pronounce.
Okie dokie.
Too funny. It's just dumb.
Probably should have saved the live link. Let's see.
Yeah, and it should inside there.
There we go.
Send it out. You should have the option to share on like Twitter or something. You scroll down in the YouTube page down at the bottom.
Yeah, it's showing now, or it sent the tweet out.
Good. I'm looking for it. There we go.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the chat box last time.
It should show up at the top. Like it should show up just on the right of the video.
That's where I see mine.
No. He's in the YouTube thing, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be on the right. Should be. Of course, they could have moved it.
There we go. Pop out chat.
So are we live on there now?
No.
Yeah, we're live.
We're not? Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, we're live right now. I'm just checking some things really quick. Hashtag comics.
Hashtag comics.
Yeah. It gets shared by somebody if we do it. I'm helping.
Hey. So I hit a big milestone in my comic book collection today. Of course, I'm not halfway through the rest of the cataloging of all the extra stuff I've got here on the floor, but I'm at 8,046 comics now in my cataloged in my collection.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good job. I'm using that like comic book database website.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's been, I mean, as far as like just inputting your stuff and seeing what you got, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't give values or anything like that. But.
Yeah, I mean, mine, the values are questionable. They're based on whatever, like, what's been selling. So if it's a comic that's never sold, it's just kind of arbitrary, I think. But based on those values, so I've invested over the last whatever many years, a lot of years, $20,000 in my collection, and it's worth over 30. So that's not bad. It's worth 50% more than I paid for it. You know.
Yeah.
All it can do is go up.
Well.
Or down. Yeah. Wow.
Could go down. Yeah. We could talk about comics while you're screwing around with whatever you're doing.
Well, what you really need to do, actually, is get all of the Death of Superman comics, burn like 90% of them, then the rest will be worth a lot more.
Yeah, I just put the Funeral for a Friend. I had like part 2, 3, and 4. I think I put away, and I had another one of the die cuts. First appearance of Superboy and the Cyborg Superman, whatever one that was in.
I got these two. What did I get? I don't know where they're at.
Yeah, I was looking for my other.
I got part 2 and part 6 of Funeral for a Friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was 2 and 4 was what I had. I was looking to see if I thought I had some of the die cut covers down here, but I don't. The ones I'm looking forward to getting to down in the stack are the Atari Force issues that I picked up in that huge box of stuff that I got this past week. So.
Oh, boy.
Nice. I've read like the first story arc from Forceworks from '94.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
That's funny. Well, I'm gonna make some boxes because I have some eBay stuff to ship. Could do a how-to on how to make boxes.
How to make boxes? Just get cardboard and glue.
Then you got to go back even further with the how-to. You got to like tell them how to chop down the tree, process the paper, the pole.
That could be like a 15-episode show.
Yeah.
Series. Alright, well, it didn't work.
At least there are things that you've sold on eBay that you have to know back.
Yeah. Yeah, I just went to Walmart and bought boxes and I was just putting them together.
Nice.
Alright, y'all about ready?
Yep.
Sure. I'm just putting my boxes together. Don't mind me.
Don't mind you. You're just starting a how-to channel.
I'm multitasking. So first I take a piece of tape and I put it across the bottom to hold that in place.
Yeah.
I prefer the Bandit brand of packing tape from Walmart. Comes in a yellow roller. It's pretty fancy.
Here you go. A how-to channel on working VHS remotes.
Yeah.
VHSs.
There probably would be people who'd still look that up. So. Of course, then you'd have to find people who could actually work them to run the channel.
Yeah.
That's a dying breed.
Dying, just nearly extinct.
You have a dual DVD.
Yeah, I have to get one. I want to get one. We had one and it burned out. But I'm actually trying to get rid of all of our VHS tapes now. In fact, I'm putting a bunch of my DVD stuff up on eBay. I've got the X-Men trilogy, the original, the X-Men trilogy. I've got the whole Matrix box set. Batman Begins and Batman. What's the other one? Dark Knight Rising. I think is it the second one.
Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises.
I think it's Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. And The Dark Knight's like the special edition with the cool cover with the Batmobile jumping through the thing. Anyway. Yeah. So. Okay.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Comic Cabal podcast, our episode 11, I do believe. So, yeah, just don't mind Aaron. He's building boxes. He's going to start a how-to channel for building boxes sometime in the future. So, yeah, I'm Josh, once again your host, and with me we got Aaron Clutter. How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
And also we got Justin.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
So, if you guys are listening to the audio podcast on like Tuesday or Wednesday, we did this live again on Monday night. hopefully this will be better than the last time we did it, where my voice actually didn't come in last time because of technical difficulties. So yeah. But if you guys are watching, listening to us on the live stream, hello everybody. We are going to be talking about the DC Universe Rebirth #1 and Captain America Steve Rogers #1, and we'll most likely have Scooby Apocalypse chime in at the very end. So,
Ruh-roh.
So yeah, the DC Universe Rebirth #1 that came out last week for midnight release. Did you guys go to the midnight release for that?
No.
No?
I did not. No.
Oh, bummer! You guys should have gone. If you had, you would have gone something pretty cool like this cool midnight release variant.
Interesting. I could probably still get one.
I don't even think my shop did anything at midnight, so there was no option for me to do anything at midnight.
Yeah, we had it, but it got to be like 11 o'clock, and I thought, do I really care that much? And then I thought, no.
The other thing with it, though, is you weren't going to be able to get all the books that were coming out on Wednesday, so you were still just going to have to go back in like 12 hours to get your normal stuff anyway. So,
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, and I talked to the folks at my shop, and I was like, how many people did you guys actually have come in? And they're like, 14. So I'm like, oh, so you still have some of the Jim Lee lithographs? And so, so they said, yeah. So I'll pick one up another time.
That's cool. Yeah, I got the midnight release version as well as the actual print release here, first print release.
Yep.
So I really enjoyed it.
What is it? So that book was $2.99 for the 80 pages, right? It's already on the second print. The second print is going to be $6. Same book.
Gosh. That's funny.
Yeah, DC's dropping their prices from $3.99 to $2.99, dropping down $1.
Except when they do a second print, then it's $6.99.
Yeah, then it doubles the price.
Right. They got to make their money somehow.
Yeah, well, so really, what were your guys' thoughts when you actually read it? Because I believe that most of us fans were really skeptical about this DC rebooting or relaunching their universe for the second time in a decade.
Well, they had... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Justin.
No, I mean, I just saw it as a normal time to reboot DC again. Because how many times have they done it since 84, 86?
Well,
yeah, Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Two big times, And we talked about this. We did a show earlier last week, and really went through the history. And if you lived through all of that, I mean, 88 was, or 84 or whatever it was the big Crisis on Infinite Earths, where they tried to fix problems with continuity. The fact that you had, potentially hundreds of millions of different Earths, and potentially hundreds of millions then of different Superman, Batman, Justice League, Justice Society, Justice whatever, and they just couldn't keep track of everybody. I'm sure that they had a huge board with all these little pieces of yarn, going, well, now this Superman's over here, and this Superboy's over here, and this is Supergirl, and this is Super Monkey, and, it just gets to be too much. So to try to fix it, the whole Crisis on Infinite Earth squished them down from a whole bunch of different Earths into one. And they thought, well, this will solve the problem. And it did for about, 10 years, 15 years. And then they realized, well, now we're kind of stuck in this little, self-contained world, and we want to do more. So what do we do? And so they brought back in the Superboy Prime and Superman from Earth whatever, and Alexander Luthor and all, and Lois Lane, I think, was the other one that they brought back in. With,
wasn't that Infinite Crisis? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And Lois was dying, so they had to take action.
Right. And Superboy got all mad and became Superboy Prime, and then he was like, then he just became Prime. till later. Then he was Superman Prime in Blackest Night. I just read that today as I was going through some of my books.
I love Blackest Night. That series is amazing.
I had never read any of it except that one book I read today.
Really?
It was like Adventure Comics number 4, I think. Yeah. So
The
anyway.
entire graphic novel series is pretty cool. The Brightest Day series that came after is it's all right.
But yeah, back to the story. I guess DC Rebirth. It's an opportunity to change some things up. It's an opportunity to maybe level the playing field, open up some doors, allow new readers to come into new stories. I think what I liked about Rebirth was the fact that it gives you a whole bunch of little smattering of things.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, at this point, decide what you like and then go chase that. Don't try to do everything. I think that's going to be the challenge for people. Like, I want to get all the books. Well, it's going to be a lot of money, and it may be pointless, because there's not really going to be continuity outside of the core series.
Yeah,
So,
really.
You know.
One of the things I really enjoyed about it is that this first issue focuses all around Wally West. The pre-52 Wally West. He's
Flashpoint, yep.
Yeah, pre-Flashpoint. He's trapped in the Speed Force somehow. I don't really know how that happened, but he's trying to get back. He went back to Bruce to see if he could bring him, but he didn't remember him. No one in the New 52 universe remembers him except Barry at the very end. And what's cool is that when he's going back all throughout the world to find someone to bring him back, he's remembering pieces of history, events that happened before New 52, and so it's kind of his retelling of the DC universe's his clips of the DC universe, all the major events, everything that happened from time he became Kid Flash to basically now.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's important, that you have that stuff being told in DC Rebirth, and that says to me, this is what the folks at DC are considering important.
Yeah.
This is what you need to know to be able to move forward with these stories. You don't have to know, everything that happened in Millennium and Bloodlines and Invasion and all that stuff that happened, back in the 80s and 90s. And you don't have to know about Death of Superman and the rise of the Superman and you don't have to know about any of that stuff. You just have to know these specific points that they're talking about, and then you're good. So.
Yeah, and what's cool is, sorry, just trying to find. What's cool is they have here both Ted Cord and Jaime as the Blue Beetle in this.
Yeah,
that was pretty interesting, and the fact that just that Batman looks a lot similar to the Jim Lee style of Batman from back in the day.
Yeah.
There's 3 Jokers now.
Right. Right.
3 Jokers.
Well, and that's the whole thing that they talked about this before Rebirth, and they said there's going to be multiple. We know that there's going to be more than one Superman. That means there could be more than one Batman. There could be more than one anything. And there's 3 Jokers, okay. And it looked like there's like a regular-looking Joker and a Suicide Squad Joker, and then I don't know who the other one was.
Like there's the original Joker, there's the Killing Joker, and Joker.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I don't know that I'm going to jump right into any of the series, but I'm not going to give up on DC completely.
No, this actually gave me some hope for DC, because I was kind of really done with the New 52. I mean, I really didn't read too much of it after
Issue 1.
No, I really enjoyed their Justice League series and their Aquaman series. Those two I really enjoyed more than anything else. Because they really made Aquaman a badass in New 52.
Yeah,
More than,
that was Jeff Johns writing that at the beginning.
Yeah.
The same kind of feel. Like, no, I mean, I think this sets up everything perfectly going forward. I'm of the same mind. Like, I'm actually excited for some DC titles now. Where
Yeah.
I was like kind of burnt out on them. Because I was really unhappy with what they've done to Green Arrow. Like, I mean, the Jeff Lemire and his run on it was great. And they switched around, and then all of a sudden he's turning into a wolf. It's stupid. So it's like they were definitely not getting my money on that. But what's going on in Rebirth, and Black Canary's not going to be back with Green Arrow or back in the book, things like that. So I'm excited to pick that one up.
Yeah.
We got 4 Rebirth titles hitting this week.
uh,
Superman, Batman, Green Arrow, and Green Lantern.
Right.
yeah, and the entire Rebirth checklist here is on the back. Batman, Green Arrow, Green Lanterns, Superman, Aquaman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Titans, Justice League, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, Nightwing, Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, the Hellblazer, Red Hood and the Outlaws, Suicide Squad, Deathstroke, Supergirl, Blue Beetle, Cyborg, Teen Titans, and Batman Beyond all have Rebirth #1s. They don't. They also say when they're coming out, the latest ones will be in late September. So
Yeah, I was just saying that those 4 I named are the ones that are actually hit this Wednesday.
yeah, and actually, Action Comics from DC is going to be going back from their 52 run back to number 957. So
Right.
it's like, goodness, that's almost 1,000 issues right there.
Action and Detective are both. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Justin, you just said.
Same thing. Yeah, so both those books could hit 1,000 unless we have DC Rebirth.
Afterbirth. DC Afterbirth.
DC Afterburn. DC Afterburn.
Heartburn.
So, let's skip to the end of Rebirth. What did you guys think of the...
We got to talk about the beginning too, and the middle part. If you want to really get into the whole Watchmen thing.
Yeah, because the Watchmen were revealed at the end. So yeah, let's...
I mean, there was more, because you start at the beginning, you start talking about the Watch thing,
Yeah,
and then,
that was weird.
And then Mr. Oz shows up, who's Ozymandias, even though he looks African American. Mr. Oz is in there in the middle. I don't remember who does he show up to. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, he says, you can call me Mr. Oz. I'm like, oh, Ozymandias, okay. Who we know is the big villain, hero/villain from Watchmen. And then the end, we see Mars, and we know that's Dr. Manhattan's place. So, yeah. The only folks we haven't seen anything about are Night Owl and Silk Spectre.
Yeah, the regular people. Yeah, because we saw the Joker and was in the Batcave.
Right.
The comedian. So.
Yeah, the comedian's button. Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw that, it really blew my mind, because I didn't even imagine that they would do something like this, bring the Watchmen into the DC universe, because they're not really DC characters, are they?
They are. I mean, they are officially DC characters. It's just it's an alternate dimension.
Okay.
They've never crossed over in the past.
Yeah, well, so I guess the theory right now is that it's Dr. Manhattan who was the one who actually changed reality, and Winbury went back to save Flashpoint. So I'm guessing we'll probably get a DC Universe versus the Watchmen thing at the very end. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think the changes have been made. I think that's what the Hand was all about. That whatever Dr. Manhattan did.
Yeah.
You know, whether he took the hope and love from the DC universe and brought it into his universe to try to fix things, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Here they said they took something took 10 years off of them,
Right.
10 years off legacies, friendships. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and they made it clear that it wasn't so much the time that they were missing, but the relationships that were made in that time.
Yeah.
It fractured the whole, like, just everybody's relationship. Nobody was as close as they were.
Yeah, they were fractured but whole.
Yeah. But yeah, so overall, good book, in my opinion. I cannot wait for the rest of the Rebirth universe.
What Rebirth book are you most excited for?
Actually, let me look back at the checklist. But I think Batman, Batman, Aquaman, The Flash, and I'm interested to see the Action Comics because of the cover they have here with Lex Luthor in a Superman outfit.
He's gone back to Apocalypse. They made him that Superman outfit because he lost his power. So the minions are his people in Apocalypse made him the suit and put an S on it.
Okay.
Because Darkseid, there, could steal the Lexington world.
Darkseid's a baby.
But yeah, which Rebirth are you guys looking forward to?
I mean, Batman's going to be good to see. Green Arrow. I'm really looking forward to Titans just because Brett was doing the art and Dan Abnett, who, as of late, I feel like I've read a whole bunch of his stuff and really enjoyed it. He's going to be handling the writing on that title, so that should be cool. What about you, Aaron?
I think Titans is what we were talking about. Looked pretty cool. Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember who was writing that one, but
That's Dan Abnett.
okay, that's probably the one that I'll pick up. I don't know. I mean, I may pick up Superman and Batman, and I may get Justice League. I may pick up number ones, like a few number ones.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely pick up quite a few number ones just to see how it starts.
Yeah.
After that, it's all random.
Yeah. I was tempted to go get the sketch cover after for the Rebirth because I think some places were selling it for like $100 and our shop had it for $45.
Wow.
I was like, that's not a bad price.
So I'm not really in deep with the DC universe anymore. Can you guys give me a little backstory as to what Green Lanterns will be about?
Green Lanterns is going to be Jessica Cruz, who was Power Ring, who came over during the Forever Evil storyline.
Okay.
But the most recent issue of Justice League, she finally officially got a Green Lantern ring. So now she's in, and it's also going to be Simon Baz,
Yep.
who is like the Green Lantern that started with the New 52, and they threw him in Justice League of America for a minute, and then never really did anything with him. So
Yeah. He was.
That book is going to be those two characters.
Yeah, there were a lot of people were not happy with him because Simon Baz came in as like the Green Lantern with a gun.
Yeah, but they were trying to build like a Muslim character, and that's what it's like now we have a Muslim Green Lantern on the Justice League team. So
okay, interesting. So for those listening at home, what's happened with Hal Jordan? Is he still a Green Lantern? What's the story after what is it, Sinestro?
I'm not exactly sure where. I haven't been following it too much, but I mean he's basically I think going to be rebuilding the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah, because the Sinestro Wars happened, and then isn't that what it's called? Sinestro Wars.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
the power battery was destroyed and everything else. So
Right.
they need to rebuild everything. So what's going to be the first couple of arcs anyway in that story, and the Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because the last Green Lantern book I read was Green Lantern Sinestro, or Sinestro Green Lantern, where Hal wasn't a Green Lantern anymore. But yeah, so I'm way out of the know on that.
The Sinestro book I thought was way more solid than any of the other Lantern books. Like start to finish, it was like a good read and good art the whole way through.
Yeah, because I really do like Sinestro as a Green Lantern. Yeah, he's a Yellow Lantern in most iterations, but I really do think that he's a good Green Lantern when he needs to be.
Yeah, no, he's a great Green Lantern. He's like he's led them in countless victories and battles and things like that. So
Yeah.
he saw more power, took it.
Yeah. Right.
So let's see. Going through the checklist here, what titles do you wish they didn't go with? Because there are a few here that I'm looking at that I wish they hadn't gone with, like
Batgirl.
like what?
Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that one.
Birds of Prey. One or the other. They never put them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking Batgirl, Blue Beetle, and maybe let's see,
Red
maybe.
Hawks. None of it at all.
That's true.
Yeah, I could see that.
You could put Roy back with Green Arrow, and then you could have Jason be in a bad book.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's no point. Like, it's just the two of them. But it's back to the Outlaw. So, is there going to be another person?
I don't know. Maybe they'll bring Corey back.
Oh yeah, because her book got canceled too. Starfire.
Starfire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of excited for the Blue Beetle book. Like, I never really read that much Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Maybe around the time of like Death of Superman, so it was really lame. I'm excited just to like kind of start off with it and see where it goes.
Yeah, I loved Ted Kord as Blue Beetle. When they killed him, I was just like, that was the worst thing ever.
It's like, nope, I'm done with DC Comics. Nope.
And
bye-bye.
but then it was, Wonder Woman snapping his neck, and I was like, yes, that was the best thing. But Jaime, I don't know. I've never been real happy with that character.
Yeah, he's not that big of a popular character for me, at least.
No, I've always felt like it was kind of a forced-in character, like they were going, we got to have more diversity, and let's make this other Blue Beetle, and
right. Which I don't know with the Blue Beetle book if he's really going to be in it as much. I think he's going to be in the Teen Titans book that comes out later. More so than in the Blue Beetle book, and the Blue Beetle book will just be Ted.
That's better.
Yeah, I actually first saw, or even first heard of Jaime the Jaime Blue Beetle in Young Justice Season 2. That was the first time I ever saw him as that.
Yeah, I was reading the Blue Beetle series when they relaunched it, I think, pre-52, and picked it up and got like the first appearance of him and all that stuff, and it was like, I don't know, because for the longest time everybody thought it was an alien thing, and like, it's an alien thing, alien, and then they're like, no, it's not an alien. Okay, it's magical.
According to Season 2 of Young Justice, it's all alien.
But Dr. Fate.
Now they retconned it, so now you got separate universes going on again.
But the Scarab before,
yeah,
when Ted Kord found the Scarab, it was in some kind of a pyramid thing.
Right.
So it was more of a mystical origin than, and then it's like it shifted into alien territory when Jaime got a hold of it, and then it's like now it's going back to where I felt it should have come from in the first place, mystical. So anyway.
Which is kind of, from the descriptions, where it looks like it's headed.
That's what Dr. Fate said
Yeah.
in Rebirth.
And then Tinker got really, really excited. Magic!
Yeah.
So, what are your guys' final thoughts on Rebirth?
I'll give it a thumbs up. I'm excited to see where it goes. I don't necessarily like that they did the Watchmen aspect with it.
Yeah.
I don't feel that that's needed at all.
Well, you gotta have you gotta have an antagonist type
Yeah.
thing, and they've used Anti-Monitor and the whole thing. They've used so many things that they needed something new, and I feel like
Yeah, but it feels like this was the in case of emergency break glass idea.
yeah, that's true. Yep.
So we'll see. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not a big Watchmen fan. People are probably gonna hate on me, but I wasn't really a big fan of the movie that came out. It's probably just me. I probably wasn't. I don't know. But yeah. So when I saw this at the end of the book, I was like, okay, this could actually work because Dr. Manhattan, he controls just about everything.
Yep.
He can do anything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this series. Looking forward to see how the bigger picture will come together because it's DC. There's a bigger picture.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to Captain America Steve Rogers #1. Is it Captain America Steve Rogers or Steve Rogers Captain America?
Captain America Steve Rogers. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Go Hydra.
Yeah, so Captain America is back. Steve Rogers is back as Captain America. He's got a new shield, new suit. I like the new suit. The shield, I really like. Wish he had his old shield, but
Had to give it up?
yeah, I gave it up. Gave it to Falcon. He's Falcon, not not Captain America.
He's Captain America.
He's not Captain America. Captain America is Steve Rogers.
They're both Captain America.
He's Cap Falcon.
Yeah, Cap Falcon.
Cap Falcon.
Yeah.
We got Lady Thor. We got Cap Falcon.
Yep.
They can put whatever they want on them. We're still gonna name them what they are.
Right. You got old Loki and young Loki. You know.
I like Lady Thor.
Yeah.
So
I hope she hurries up and dies, though. Really.
Oh well, hey.
well,
We can touch on this afterwards, but Marvel did say that in fall they're doing Marvel Now again.
I saw that. Yeah.
really?
Right.
I mean, in the fall we're going to be getting all new #1s for Marvel again.
Not all new. It's just Marvel Now this time.
Yeah, whatever. All different Marvel Now.
Right. It's all different, all new.
.1.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me read this. This is from the front page of Captain America Steve Rogers #1, not Steve Rogers Captain America. The summary for it is: while fighting his way through S.H.I.E.L.'s reality-bending small-town super prison, Pleasant Hill, an aged and depowered Steve Rogers was returned to fighting form by the sentient cosmic cube named Kobik. Sam Wilson, the current Captain America, offered to share the title, and with the Red Skull, Baron Zemo, and Kobik all at large, after the collapse of Pleasant Hill, the world needs two Captain Americas more than ever.
Yep. So Kobik was shards of a cosmic cube that were grown into this being, this little kid.
Huh.
And Maria Hill was using Kobik as a tool in this little town of Pleasant Hill, where it was like a prison. They brought in supervillains, and then Kobik would use her powers to change them into law-abiding citizens.
Right.
Okay.
It's like you're the wrecker. Well, now you are the ice cream shop guy.
Right. Well, that was Absorbing Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But that's Or you're Gormu, and now you're a dog. That was like the best one.
Okay. Yeah, because when reading this, I don't know anything about the backstory of this, but just reading it sounds really interesting. The backstory.
Yeah, Pleasant Hill was the big spring event that just ended. There's an Alpha and Omega issues, and then they crossed over Captain America, Avengers, New Avengers. What else? Uncanny. The final issue of Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There was a whole bunch of different issues. So it was like 12 or 15 issues total. And it was a good story. I mean, basically it was, the short and long of it is the prison didn't work. The Fixer figured out a way to build a machine to change him back, and then change Zemo back, and then Zemo just started pulling people in and changing them back to who they were, and then there's a big revolt, and everybody got away. That's pretty much it. But in the process, Captain America met face-to-face with Kobik. He got hit by whoever he was fighting at the time. I don't even remember. And then, who was he fighting?
Oh, are you talking about in the book, or who took his power?
In the book, he was fighting somebody in the bowling alley, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then she zapped him and said, I can fix you. And he's like, what do you mean fix? And then, poof, he's young again. And so, So now we have this issue where it's two stories going on. It's a flashback to when he's young.
Yeah.
And then it's the story of now where he's fighting Baron Zemo and some other 2-bit losers, that are nobodies. The only losers for hire that Zemo could recruit for this battle, and you got Free Spirit and
Jack Flag.
Fighting alongside Cap. So it's interesting stories. But as you go through, little things get uncovered like this. Eliza Sinclair that shows up in the flashback part.
And what's sorry to interrupt, but
no, that's good.
Something about the flashbacks is everything in it is nearly everything in it is black and white. The only thing that really has color is Sinclair's outfit, scarf, and her hat.
Right.
That there were a lot of theories on the internet after this, because this is the most controversial book probably in the modern age right now. We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
There were some theories that said the color in the black and white flashbacks signified that someone was tampering with Camp's memories or something like that, which is viable. It's feasible, but we'll probably have to see in later issues.
I think it boils down to the fact that in those images, in the memories we're seeing, she's out of place.
Yeah, really out of place.
That's the whole thing. She's out of place. Everything else is sepia tones, but she shouldn't be there, and she is.
Right. She's there for a specific reason. Like
right.
She knows about Steve.
Right.
What he's gonna be.
Yep. She knew to be there at that time to intervene between his dad and his mom. She knew how to influence the mom to draw her into her confidences, and in the end, hand over the pamphlet. All that stuff she knew, and she mentioned, pretty soon he'll be strong enough to protect you both.
Yeah.
So she knows who Steve's going to be. So what we talked about, because we did a show on this last week as well. And what we talked about was, possibly she's a time traveler.
Could be.
I mean, that, or, someone is using the Cosmic Cube. Although we know Kobik is safe right now because Kobik is with Bucky. So Bucky and the Thunderbolts have her. So nobody's using her against Cap. But when she fixed Captain America, Steve Rogers, did she fix him? When did she fix him? What exactly is the impact of that fixing? We don't know.
Yeah. She you spent all your life against these people. Let me fix it the way you're one of them. You'll be happier.
Right.
Maybe that's.
I mean, she's a child, so that mentality, she doesn't think beyond that. I mean, here she is, this cosmic being, and she's limited by a child's whims. So,
yeah, she probably doesn't know right versus wrong.
Or she does, but in this case, what's right? Making him a happier person, or making his life be as difficult as it has been,
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, so the story of Captain America, Steve Rogers, where we start out is he's helping Shield defeat Hydra, defeat Red Skull's minions from blowing up a train, and
Zemos.
Zemo, sorry. But I was just looking at a picture.
Oh no, that's I'm
pictures of
sorry.
Red Skulls.
Yeah, you're right. The train thing is Red Skull. Yeah.
Yeah, and Red Skull here is like, goodness, he sounds a lot like the politicians nowadays. Really,
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying that too.
Definitely some influence there. I think. When I was reading through, I'm like, wow, somebody's voting on the.
Someone's been watching the presidential elections.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting. Red Skull is recruiting from druggies, from everywhere, inmates, so to get his little cause going. But yeah, Captain America is able to disarm a lot of them and basically save the intended target from blowing up, but he doesn't save the train.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting if you look at Red Skull, because Red Skull still has the piece of Professor Xavier's brain, which means that he could exert his will over these people and control them.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all still in place. But he vowed during the Pleasant Hill debacle that it was more satisfying, basically, to convert people to his whims by simply convincing them that his way was right. And that's what he's doing.
Which is kind of what he was doing back in World War II, was it not?
Yeah. I mean, that's been his MO all the way along. It's just with the powers of Professor X, he was kind of like, well, now I can do it, no problem. This is boring. So I'm going to go back and be challenged by trying to convince people. And I mean, the things he's saying are not wrong. It's just some of the things he's saying are wrong, but overall, the idea is a good idea.
It's just going to take it in the wrong direction.
Right. A lot of things are based on good ideas. They're just not executed well.
The means don't always justify the ends.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, in this book, Captain America is dating Sharon Carter, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Him and Sharon Carter going out. Sharon Carter looks old in this one. Goodness.
They did age her up in this one significantly.
Yeah. But I like that they're together. I like their chemistry between each other in this one. And yeah, my favorite pieces are definitely the flashbacks, the flashbacks we get for Steve and Sinclair.
Yeah. So jump to the end.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Captain America's on Hydrate Ancient.
No, not the end. Not the end.
Okay.
So he's in the plane. Jack Flag comes in. He's going to help him out, right?
Yeah. They find Baron Zemo. They catch him. Yep. Captain America knocks him out. Jack Flag's here to help. And what does Cap do? He throws him off the plane.
Jack Flag, not Baron Zemo.
Mm-hmm.
He throws the good guy out of the plane. What?
Yeah, it's like, Cap, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the next scene, Hail Hydra.
Yeah, I love that he kind of like leans into Eric Selvig, who's sitting in the front of the plane, and he goes, Hail Hydra. It's like, what? And then the world erupts. Everybody's like, I hate this. This is stupid.
The world erupts. Like, a lot of memes and everything. Everyone's trying to cope. Everyone's coping. That's just their way of coping with the new direction this monumental character is going in.
Yeah.
This is not the first time he's done this, though. Why is everybody upset? Captain America or Superman joined the Nazis before. This is normal storytelling.
Yeah. But this is like, that that was in an Elseworlds thing, or that wasn't in regular blah blah blah. You know, I know, but the whole idea is that
the people that are getting upset are not normal, regular comic readers.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
And what's... Oh, sorry.
it's one issue. I mean,
Yes,
this is the first issue. You got to have a twist. You got to have something to pull people back past issue 1. You got people who are just going to buy issue 1 because, oh, it's a number 1. But beyond that, you got to have something that brings you back to the story. So this is the twist. This is the hook.
Yeah. And the Marvel editors have said that this has been what they've been going for the past few years. This is what their end goal has been. They've said that there have been clues in past comics that would lead up to this, and we just haven't seen them. So
Well,
hopefully,
I mean, some of his actions when he was old Captain America, doing some of the things that he's been doing with the different teams he's been a part of, have been questionable. So I guess.
yeah. So I guess now we'll just have to see where the next issue goes. Is this a monthly series or a weekly series?
Monthly.
Dang it! Yeah.
Only DC's doing weeklies right now, right? Or,
$5 book, wasn't it?
yeah, it was. I don't think it's going to be that every time. I think it was just because it was the first issue.
Yeah. I like weekly series, but yeah, monthly. Okay. Now I gotta wait a few more weeks. Man. Yeah. So thoughts? More thoughts?
I'm not I've seen all these people react to, I'm done with Marvel. I'm dropping all my. I'm not doing anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
I don't normally pick up Captain America books.
Yeah.
So, this one, at least, because of what's going on, has me interested to the point where I'm going to pick up at least the next couple issues just to see how this story arc goes, you know?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm not a big comic book reader. I don't spend dozens of dollars. I don't spend dozens of dollars. I don't spend hundreds of dollars on comics each week, each month. I'm a poor single guy. I don't have money to spend on comics. So yeah, when I saw this, I was like, new suit, new shield. Let's see what happens. What? He's Hydra? No! Okay, let's see what happens next. Yeah, that's basically what my reaction was.
And that should be the reaction of any normal person.
Yeah. And that's not how the internet is taking it. The internet is taking it, picking it up, and throwing it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, it's like, come on, people, stop it. Stop it. It's one issue.
It's just something to react to, don't forget it. What I thought more Cap actually being Hydra agent was the fact that, you know, DC Rebirth was this big thing that was happening this week and they'll launch, but that wasn't what was talked about. It was an issue of Captain America.
Right.
Yeah, Captain America was more talked about than the actual Rebirth launch. That was what was amazing for me.
For sure, yeah.
One page and one comic overshadows an entire company.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Yep.
And some people are saying it's a cash grab. I mean, come on. Every comic is a cash grab. I mean, yeah, the first issue, people want to know. Companies want you to get invested in this, so yeah, they gotta make some kind of cash grab for it.
Yep.
So I'm fine. I'm fine with with it being a cash grab. I'm fine with the twist right now of him being a Hydra agent. I just want to see how this story plays out, how the larger picture unfolds. Because really, if he stays a Hydra agent for the rest of time, that's not gonna be good for me. Nope.
Maybe he's been Bob the Hydra agent this whole time.
Dude, I want that. Captain America, Bob the Hydra agent. There we go.
Well, I mean,
Where's Deadpool?
You know,
okay. Well, then, before we end this one, so what's your theory on why this is happening? Is he a quadruple agent? Is it an LMD? Is it a clone?
No, not a clone. I'm thinking that, yeah, with what Aaron said, when Kobik brought him back to fighting form, something happened, or else someone else has a cosmic cube or something and is just messing with time, messing with his memories or something. Could be a time traveler. Who knows? I really have no solid theories right now that I could say.
I think we're all going to be disappointed, and it's just the normal got to infiltrate the enemy storyline.
Maybe, or he's a Skrull. Come on, he could be a Skrull.
They already did that for, what, Secret Wars?
Secret Invasion. That was different. They need to bring Skrulls back. Skrulls were on.
They do. They need to
Skrulls
bring
were
Skrulls.
in Guardians of the Galaxy or one of those books.
Dead?
No, they're still Skrulls. They just don't have the power to shape change.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their DNA was locked. So that was part of the whole Secret Invasion thing, was the fact that there were Skrulls who were basically locked as whatever they had changed into, but they were here, and yeah, it was complicated.
Just like every Skrull invasion is.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thoughts on it, on Captain America Steve Rogers #1. Amazing book, amazing twist at the end. I did not expect that in the least. And I will definitely pick this up every month for the foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they accomplished the goal. They got 3 people who don't normally get Captain America to buy Captain America.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
I do. I always picked up Captain America, but I just didn't get Captain America Falcon. I always bought regular Captain America when it was Steve Rogers stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm buying Captain America again, so yeah.
The real Captain America.
The real Captain America. That's right.
Okay, so before we sign off, really quick, me, Aaron, what did we think of Scooby Apocalypse? Really quick.
I liked it. I love Scooby-Doo, and so when I saw this was coming out, I wanted to pick it up, and I got the regular cover, and I got the adult coloring book cover because I thought that was cool, and I like the story. I mean, it's definitely a reboot, of the story of Mystery Inc. or what they're calling themselves. It's the Daphne Mysteries, but Fred and Daphne are together, and they have like a reality TV show. Velma is a scientist in this underground bunker, and Shaggy is a
dog trainer.
Dog trainer, yeah. And Scooby is the first of the smart dogs, the prototype smart dog that was created. So you've got this big event that happens in the first book that really sets the stage for what they do as Mystery Inc. That they hunt monsters, they chase ghosts, and so now this event makes monsters and ghosts, and I thought that was kind of cool,
Yeah. The thing for me is I don't think they're going with the Mystery Inc. Story. I don't think they're gonna go that way. It's Scooby Apocalypse, and at the end, yeah, it's an apocalypse.
Yeah.
The end of the world. But what's interesting is that they're not the same characters that we all know and love from the original cartoon, from any of the actual comics or new cartoon series that we all have seen in the past few years. These are different characters. Well, they're the same. They're the same characters, but with different identities, more or less.
Right.
Velma's still the nerd. Shaggy is not as much as a hipster as he originally was. He's more of just a everyday, normal guy. And Fred's definitely the muscle. He's the kind of the touchy-feely guy, I guess you would say, more than what he normally is. And Daphne is just she's straight straight and narrow. She wants to do this, this, and this. She wants to get her reality TV show back on track because it was popular on the knitting channel.
Right. Well, that's the thing. So no matter what, she's still very much me, which is how she was in the shows. And so they have their same personality traits, and they look the same for the most part, same kind of way to dress. But yeah, they're definitely different characters in a different scenario. I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
And I like the emoji goggle that Scooby wears.
Right.
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's go back to the book. I like This is a bit of a spoilers, so Justin, sorry about that.
Hey, I'm not gonna get it.
So basically, Velma is a scientist in this secret research lab, doing nanite stuff and whatnot, and basic sciencey stuff. She's a whistleblower.
Well, yeah, but it also sounds like she's the boss.
Yeah.
She downplays her role because the one scientist even says something about the boss, and then she talks about there being 4 scientists who are involved in this.
And then she almost said 5.
Right. So I think she was in charge of this project, but realized the detrimental effect to everything of dispersing these nanite clouds across the world and infecting people with nanites to make them more docile, to make them sheep people,
And then thought that if she brought these people in and told them that she was involved with it, they would look badly on her. So yeah, I can see that. And yeah, I thought she was someone very important to the company as well. But let's see, what else can I talk about? I like the art of this book. Jim Lee did the art for the cover of the actual book, the original. Yeah. The first print cover. I love his artwork. I love Jim Lee. He's an amazing artist.
Yeah.
I love the art of the comic book as well. The actual art for Fred actually doesn't match the front cover really that well, but I mean, hey, what can you get? It's different artists, I think.
Yeah, isn't Keith Giffen is the writer, right?
Let me see. But yeah, I think you're right.
And sorry, I put mine away already. I didn't even.
That's okay.
Keep it out.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, Keith Giffen is the plot and breakdown guy. He's the main person. He's the main writer, and it was Howard Porter who did the pencils and inks for the actual comic.
It looks really good. I thought the art was great.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I like how Scooby can sense that Velma is in danger and goes to try to rescue her, I mean, and Fred is obsessed with mole people.
Right. Well, they did a show, remember? Uncovering
they did a show.
And they bite.
Mole people bite.
Mole people bite. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that they have Scooby talk in this again. I thought that with the emoji goggles, he would just express his feelings and talk like that, but no, he doesn't. He actually speaks. He's a cool dog. And I noticed in the front cover, or in the front page, where they have the credits and whatnot, they showed another classic talking dog. I don't know if you saw the one with the D right here. The gray dog with the D.
Oh no,
I can't remember his name.
I can't either.
Isn't that his cousin?
Yeah,
it's his cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, it is his cousin. And there are also 4 other super smart dogs in the complex as well. So, yeah, you got a Scrappy Doo in here as well. But yeah, I loved Scooby Apocalypse. I enjoy the story because it's a new twist. It's not a straight-on mystery comic book. It's them more or less trying to survive.
Right, right. Yeah, and I think that's important.
Yeah. It's not the same old, oh, who's under the mask? It's, oh, so-and-so. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Right, right. Is that Scooby Dum?
Say what?
Scooby Dum?
Oh, yeah.
He's the gray one.
Let's see. I don't know. I thought it was someone like not Doobie, as that's Scooby's. I don't know. I have to look at it later, but yeah, I noticed that in first. Hey, I know that guy. He was in a Scooby special.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really look at that. I just kind of read right through the book and then put it away. So I'll have to go in the store and check out another copy. I guess that issue has sold out. Like, it's gone back for second print.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, so my thoughts on it are I love Scooby Apocalypse. Can't wait for the next issue. Is it a monthly series as well?
I believe so, yes.
Well,
I hope
okay. You hope so?
Yeah.
The list is a mini, so as of right now, it's an ongoing book.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's one of the numerous Hanna-Barbera comics that DC is doing. Another one I'm looking forward to from Hanna-Barbera is the Flintstones and that Johnny Quest one, Future Quest.
Future Quest. That was out 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
First
I didn't know
issue.
that.
So yeah, it was great. I really liked it. It's very interesting. It sets the stage for just a pretty big story because you're really crossing over Space Ghost, Johnny Quest, Thunder the Barbarian. Gosh, there's just a bunch of different characters that are going to be included in this, and it's neat because in that first book you have all these portals opening up all over the world, and each of the portals something comes through, and the portals go to the different worlds where all these different characters are. So it's pretty cool, and mainly like the first issue focuses on Johnny Quest because his dad's researching the portals and trying to figure out how to what's going on with them. But then the bad guys are also chasing the portals and trying to use the power for blah blah blah, that kind of thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And wasn't the original TV show kind of like Indiana Jones a bit?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen the original TV show, but I know Johnny Quest. I know of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that is all that we have for tonight for this episode of the Comic Cabal podcast. Hopefully all you guys who are listening enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed all these comics here. So where can everyone find you guys? Your not Facebook, your Twitter and the YouTube channel you guys are on.
So our YouTube is Comic Booked. Be sure to put the ED on the end of book.
Yeah.
And then we have a website, comicbooks.com, which actually has a brand new face. So
cool.
You definitely want to go check that out. Twitter, we're Comic Booked on Twitter as well. I'm on Twitter, Ace of Bear, BAIR. Justin, you on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Exalt State. You can also find me on other YouTubes at Exalt State Comics.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm at Real Nerd Word on Twitter and Nerd Word on YouTube, or just youtube.com/c/nerdword15. I think that was. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of the Comic Cabal podcast. This is episode 11. So, goodness, been on for almost 11 weeks already.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah. Longest podcast I've been on, at least. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you guys next week. I really do enjoy this live stream of the podcast. Hopefully we'll be able to do it more often. So until next time, we will see you guys in the next podcast, and later.